Greetings YouTube, Sega Zombie here, and welcome back guys to another video. And I am buzzing over this one because look, we're at the micros desk. I've got a new micro home computer system to add to the collection, and this is a special one guys, because this is an Amstrad CPC 6128, which is the disk drive variant of the 464, the Amstrad that most of us are familiar with. I had one of these. If you go back to my very early videos, I was an avid collector of Amstrad, and this was solely down to the fact that one of my best friends that lived just at the end of the road from me, he grew up with an Amstrad. So I grew up with the Spectrum, he had an Amstrad, so me and him would be forever around each other's houses playing the different games. And I've got a big soft spot for the Amstrad, lots of nostalgia there guys. And I didn't at the time regret selling my Amstrad collection because I was moving on to other things, but I felt the time was right with the whole buzz surrounding Homebrew on these awesome 80s computers is just brilliant. I have fell straight into that rabbit hole, and there's going to be some future systems as well on some other great micros coming up guys, but this is the first, the Amstrad. Like I said, I had a couple of Amstrad CPC 6128s sort of 4 or 5 years ago, but I've decided to go down a different route. And when this bundle turned up on a Facebook group, and it was one of the retro Facebook groups, great guy John Baker, I've got to give him a shout out. He put his Amstrad bundle up as a valuation post, and I said, look, when you get a price, I'm definitely interested. And what attracted me to this guys is the fact that it's got a gotek drive. Now I don't really have much expertise on gotek or emulation, but all I can tell you is that the gotek drive acts like a disk drive for the Amstrad. It's quite a simple setup. There is quite a lot of wires behind here which I'm going to show, but let's just take a closer look at this Amstrad. So here we go guys, here's a closer look at the Amstrad CPC 6128. Lots of wires at the back there. That is my only concern, is all these wires. It's unfortunate because obviously the Amstrad was originally designed to be powered all through the monitor. So you've got a lot of wires splitting off here on this custom cable. You've got your joystick port, everything there, and then housed on the top in this really nice case actually is the gotek drive. Number of games put on there by the person I bought this off on Facebook. But it's good to have an Amstrad back in the collection after all of these years. So there's a closer look at the Amstrad guys. The gotek drive is brilliant. I don't want to go down that rabbit hole like I did 5 or 6 years ago in collecting loads of Amstrad games. Physical media, mostly with original tapes and games, would always be the Spectrum. That comes out on top for me. But I want to play these Amstrad games on original hardware. I'm not going to say I won't buy some physical released homebrew games, you know, newly developed games. But this Amstrad bundle came with a load of games. First up, we've got a stack. I'm not going to go through all these, but we've got a stack of blank discs. Or some of them have got some writing on them, so it'll be interesting to see if any of the original programs are on these discs. But yeah, I've got a massive bundle of these discs. And then we've got a load of loose disc games, all original, I believe. And we've got SDI. What a fantastic game that is on a Spectrum. Looking forward to playing the Amstrad version. Is this just going to be a straight up Spectrum port of this game, or will it be a standalone Amstrad conversion? We'll find out guys in a future video probably. Then we've got Vendetta. Was never a fan of this one, if I'm being brutally honest. Never got on with that game. Now a game I can't wait to play, and that is Batman the movie. Now I can remember having this a few years back when I was collecting this on tape. So we're going to load up the disc, because I think what we need to do is load up the disc. I'll show you guys a disc loading in this, and then we'll go for the main feature, the main game I want to showcase on the gotek drive, and I am buzzing for that. But yeah, we've got Batman the movie. Let's plonk them there so we can see them. We've got some of the utility software that came with the 6128. We've got Microprose Airborne Ranger. Don't remember that one, guys. Then we've got a compilation disc here. We've got, I believe this was with the Spectrum Plus 3 as well. We've got Super Test 2, Cosmic War Toad. Then on the other side, we've got the Gift of the Gods, Maelstrom, and Nomad. Again, I believe that was bundled in software. We've got Mini Office 2, Chase HQ, which is a great port on the Amstrad. Those of you that know that that is one of the best arcade ports on the Amstrad. We've got Zybots, the Atari classic there. Predator 2, be interesting to see what that one plays like. Myth. Now, Myth is a game that's highly regarded on the Commodore 64, because I'm getting into a bit of the Commodore 64, using the Commodore 64 Maxi. Yeah, a lot of people are giving Myth a shout out. It's not a game I really remember back in the day, possibly on the Spectrum. It'd be interesting to see what that plays like on the Amstrad. And then we've got another compilation here. What is that? Kabbalah, The Prize, Super Test 1, Tubaruba, World Series Baseball, Shape and Sound. So they're the original software discs only that I got. There's a few box games. We've got Laser Squad there. Absolute classic, that. I remember loving this on the Spectrum. Be interesting to see what the Amstrad port is like. This is in great condition. It's got its little manual in there. The disc, obviously. So yeah, Laser Squad. Isn't it a strategic game? Julian Gollop, that's it. I was trying to think. Yeah, Julian Gollop game. Laser Squad. So yeah, chuffed to add that. Then we've got... no collection's complete without a 5-star games compilation, is it? So on here we've got Spin Dizzy, 3 Weeks in Paradise, Who Dares Wins 2, which is a cracking game on the Specky. So I really want to play that on the Amstrad. Zoids and Equinox. So yeah, that's all there. We've also got Battle of the Bulge, which is something that I'm always battling. The Bulge. And another... Oh no, this must be the disc out of this. Oh no. So we've got multiple copies of this, and this has got all of the games that we mentioned on the other compilation and more. So we've got Kabbalah, The Prize, the Super Test 1, Tubba Rubber, World Series Baseball, Shape and Sound, which was on the other disc. Then we've got Roland in Time, Nomad, Hunchback 1, Doors of Doom, Hunchback 2, and Super Test 2. So that's interesting. I do like these wallet style disc cases. I can remember having a lot of these when I collected Amstrad before. Guys, if you're interested, go back. It's a really early video and I showcase a lot of my Amstrad collection. I had some really rare and hard to get Amstrad discs back then. But this is now, and we're taking a different route with the gotek. The game I really want to share, guys, is Atic Atac. Now, Atic Atac is one of my favourite games on the ZX Spectrum. I absolutely adored this game. I still do today. Ginger Hippy Gaming, if you've not watched one of his latest videos, he is asking for help in how to play Atic Atac. Go and check that video out. But this is the first game I finished on the Spectrum. My mum loved this game. We often talk about it today. I still play this game an awful lot. You know, any excuse, any reason. Like I said, size video. As soon as I watched that, I've been playing nothing but Atic Atac. So we're going to play the 2021 release, I believe. I'm sure it was last year. Unofficial release of Atic Atac on the Amstrad. So let's, without further ado, get across to the Amstrad. The Gotek is just basically emulation for being a disk drive. The Amstrad thinks this is a disk drive. You've got a simple menu here by the twist of this dial. So we're into T's. You can scroll through the T's on here. Hurricane, great games. And then if we go onto these dots, it will take us to the next one. There we go. So we can now shuffle across to the next category. There is some homebrew games on here, which is awesome. Amsoft. But if we go to A, this is the game I want to focus on this video, and that is Atic Atac, guys. So let's zoom the camera in, guys, closer to the monitor here, so we can get all the glory of Atic Atac on the CPC 6128 Amstrad. So here we go, guys. We've got to hold down Shift and that to get that. B drive. I've had to learn as I go here, guys. Then Cat. And then that should give us the program to load, which we want Atic. So it should be run the two dots Atic. And look at that nostalgic loading screen. They've done that really well. But look at all that lovely colour. I can remember growing up, we didn't realise the Amstrad had such glorious colour, because my mate up the road, he literally had a green screen for years. So we have music, which is also really good. So like I said, this has been developed, and I think with the final release of this was in 2021. Some really talented guys by the looks of it. Coders, Stephen Day, John Ward and Sol Cross worked on this port of this Ultimate Play the Game classic. Originally released on the Spectrum in 1983, so it's taken literally nearly 40 years for it to come out on the Amstrad. A little bit of a different selection there. So you've got the Wizard, we've got the Knight, and we've got the Surf, which are the three original characters in the game. We're just going to go with the Wizard. Press fire to start. So it's got sound effects. Not the same as the Specky though, but that's to be expected at the end of the day. The colours are nice, the animation's really good. The importance is, does this still capture the feel of the Spectrum? Now, being the Wizard, I can walk through bookshelves. Just walking around it aimlessly here. Try and not gobble up all the food, because that's going to be needed later in the game. I have a feeling this is not the way to go. Now I know down here will unlock usually the yellow key. Yes. So stand across that, press the Z button and you'll pick up your items. Now we can unlock all the yellow doors. It's a yellow door there. Right, so we're going to go down this time. Up, there's another yellow door. Open that. There is numerous other items you can collect in this game. You'll see things scattered around. I don't know what all of them do, but some of them can aid you. Obviously, you meet Dracula at some points in different rooms. So if the crucifix will help you against that. I think the spanner against Frankenstein's monster. It's so he won't hurt you. There's all different things you can collect, but the main aim of this game, I'm sure you're all aware, is to collect the parts of the big key to let you out of the main entrance. Oh, there's the devil. But we're just aimlessly going around here. Really, the dungeons, I don't tend to attempt them until I've got at least 2 keys. Usually you find the green key in the Spectrum port fairly early on, which we haven't done. There's a red door, so we're stuck. We've got to go back the way we came. Watch out for that devil. Where is he? Oh, there he is. I just ran straight through him. Oh no, that's a red door. We're going to go back upstairs. And here's the main entrance. So we'll go this way. See, there's the crucifix. You can pick that up if you so wish. We're in trouble here. We're nearly dead, so we'll grab some food. We've already been along here, so we're treading old ground here. Best. Whoa! There's Dracula. He's going to get us. He's got us. Yes, I like to see that it's got that animation still. That's good. But yeah, no. You know, someone that grew up with Atic Atac on the Spectrum. This is really playable, guys. It's kept a lot of the charm of the original, which I think is really important. Seems to play very similar. It's captured a lot of the charm. Nostalgia's going to tell me this is never going to beat the original Specky port of this game. It's on a hide into nothing for that, really. But this is really good. And this is what gets me buzzing about the homebrew scene. Seeing an old game that was fondly loved on the Spectrum make it to the Amstrad. This is fantastic, guys. So let me know down in comments, what do you think? I'm going to put a link as well below in the description box of this video where you can get this game and download it for free. But before we go, I'm going to quickly load Batman, because I'm itching to see what that looks like. We have a fully operational disk drive here. We've got some dim switches here that if we take one of them out, or both of those off, turn them off, there you go, you see the light powering on the Amstrad disk drive. This works really well, so you can use original discs. Let's pop that in. And we'll do the same again. We'll do cat. Oh, so it is just literally run disk. Run. Oh, I'm hitting the wrong button. Dot. Disk. Obviously, there's a little bit more time because it's running the original disk here. Oh, that was a bit strange. Does that mean it's not going to load? That whir. It would be nice to have that whirring sound on the gotek. It's all to do with the nostalgia, isn't it? Oh yeah. I should not have doubted it. Here we go, we've got some lovely music here too for joystick. Level 1, Access Chemicals. The Amstrad's got a certain charm. It's sort of like the sprites are a bit Lego-fied. Do you agree, guys? It's kind of got that charm, isn't it? Very blocky. And I can remember being rather cruel to my mate in emphasising that fact. You know, whenever he dissed the Spectrum, I'd be like, well, at least my games don't look like Lego. Which, would I have realised 40 odd years later? Oh, I am being absolutely hammered here, guys. The Lego games are really cool. So, push up and fire with the winch. Get absolutely obliterated by this guy. Seems a little bit more sluggish than the Spectrum port. But still a great game, this. Is there a bad conversion of this? Oh, and I've just fallen down. That's not good. Well, I'm not going to make it out of the first bit by the looks of it, guys. The Joker's face is appearing instead of the Batman's. That means I'm in trouble. Watch out for that gas. No, it's going to get me. Oh, literally one hit and I think I'm going to be dead, guys. Let's just jump down there. Oh, the acid. Oh, managed to run underneath that. Nice music, I like that. Managed to pull it back a bit, not so shameful, but I am going to die any moment now. Oh, I thought it was going to be there. It's going to be there. But there you go, there's a quick look at the Amstrad, guys. I am absolutely buzzing to add another micro to the collection. Even more games to play, more homebrew to discover. There will be some future videos on this because this gotek drive is jam-packed, guys. But until the next time, I'm Sega Zombie. Goodbye.
Sega Zombie. Sega Zombie. Sega Zombie.